Hi there! Did you click on this video because you used to feel insecure? Because you used to doubt yourself, that sometimes you're even afraid to act in your life because you don't know what you choose to do is right or it's wrong, or maybe everything what you choose to do will turn out to be wrong, and you always paralyzed, you always stuck and frozen with these doubts about you because you always feel that everything is wrong about you and you don't know what is right and wrong. You feel inconfident, you feel insecure, you always used to doubt, and all this makes you stuck, and all this doesn't let you move in your life. All this doesn't let you move where you want to be in your life. If that resonates with you, then stay with me, this video is for you. In this video we will talk about confidence, we will talk about security, but not only about them. We will more go into roots of what's causing your inconfidence and your insecurity, and based on that we will see what the solutions are. Let's think about one interesting thing, is that when baby is born, baby doesn't have any inconfidence or insecurity. When baby wants something, baby screams out loud without any doubts and hesitations. It just knows that it needs to scream, and baby screams, baby demands, and baby has all the confidence that baby can do that and he will get what he wants. And you also was that baby, because nobody was born with insecurity or inconfidence. And when we want to explore your insecurity and your inconfidence, we have to look back and think a little bit more when exactly you started to feel that way. When exactly you started to feel inconfident? Can you remember always being kind of shy and insecure? Can you remember yourself a child, how you've been there? At what point in your life you started to feel this insecurity? At what point in your life you started to doubt yourself? In what point of your life you started to feel frozen, being afraid to move on in your life and to achieve your goals that you want to achieve? And when you think about that, you can realize that, yeah, you might think that you've been like that your entire life. You remember yourself in your elementary school, you remember yourself in your middle school, you always been shy, you always were inconfident, you always were more insecure than the other kids. And that only tells us about your family where you grew up. So roots of your insecurity go there. And we will have to work with changing your patterns of your behavior and your beliefs that actually lay behind those patterns. So this will be the basics of the therapy. But there could be another option, that you will find out that you were not like that always, that there was some moment in your life, there was some time frame in your life after which you became like this, that there was something, some situations happened in your life, some relationships happened in your life, something else changed in your life that changed you, and exactly after that you became so insecure, you became so doubtful about yourself, you began to be frozen about moving on in your life. And when you found this time frame when it happened, you have to think exactly what happened in that time frame. Who did you meet in that time frame? Who did you interacted closely in that time frame? What did change in your life in that time frame? And very interesting thing is that you could meet some people that they still in your life, and they're still bringing some toxicity in your life, that poisoning you little by little, but you cannot recognize that. And this is the most difficult part of these toxic people that we are talking here, is to be able to recognize them. So you can recognize that you're surrounded by some toxic people. Specifically we are talking about narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths. So if you're surrounded by people like that, you might not know that it's them who makes you feel that way, but you will only notice changes in your personality, and those changes, they will be signs and symptoms that something is not right going on in your life, that you really have to pay attention at. Why it will be not easy to recognize these people is because these people are not insulting you directly. These people are not telling you like straightforward that you are an idiot, you are ugly, you are incompetent, you don't know what you are doing in your life. They're not saying that. They're giving you hidden messages, and these messages are more dangerous than a direct saying, because these messages, these hidden messages, they're like virus. They go straight to your brain and they start making changes there. And they're doing that by some eye rolling when you are saying something like, by some signs like, oh my God, what are you saying there? So they can do it in many different ways. Like, for example, they can devaluate you easily. Like what can be there? You are saying something about your life and about your experience, about your professional experience, and you can say something like, in my professional experience, I encountered something such and such. And these people can say, professional experience? How long was your professional experience? Like 1 year? So they didn't say anything directly. They didn't insult you directly. They didn't tell you directly that what you are saying is nonsense and you don't have any grounds to speak up your mind, because pretty much you are incompetent and your professional experience means nothing. They didn't say that, but they gave you this hidden message that got straight to your mind, that made you feel in this specific way, that you are incompetent and your professional experience means nothing. Yes. And this can be about any area of your life. And if you will try to call them out, if you will try to straight up what they mean, if you will try to somehow like put them on the spot that what are you saying here? Are you trying to say that I'm a bad professional? Are you trying to say that my professional experience means nothing? They wouldn't let you grab them. They will be like wiggling around and you would never be able to catch them, because they will always say that of course not, I mean something else, and they will make up something what they supposedly meant, but you know what they really meant, and damage is already done. And when you have at least one person like that around, it can be anybody, but it should be somebody important to you. It should be some significant other, it should be some close friend, some close relative, a parent, for example, or a brother or sister. It should be somebody whose opinion matters to you. So if you will have at least one person like this around, that's it, you are done. Because these people will spread their viruses to your head this way, and your self-esteem will be buried. You will be buried completely and totally, and after that you will be looking for videos about self-esteem, because you simply will be frozen, always doubting yourself, always doubting your professional experience, your mental abilities, your communication skills, your attractiveness, your beauty, whatever could that be. You always will doubt yourself, you always will doubt if you are good enough, if you are at least something to be able to be there, or you rather stay here and be quiet, because anything what you will decide to say most likely doesn't make any sense. It will be some stupidity, and this will be exactly how you will feel about yourself. And there is a psychological saying about all that that sounds like if suddenly you started to feel bad about yourself, look for a narcissist around. And this is straight to the point, because you never will feel confident or insecure if you didn't get any feedback from the world about that something is not right about you, unless you really messed up. But if there is nobody who would intentionally put you down, okay, you messed up, so what? Everybody make mistakes. You just found out the wrong way of doing things, so what? Now you know that this was the wrong way, you're not gonna do that anymore, that's it, and you can move on. But if you're surrounded by narcissists, you will get that feedback that will give you a message to sit back and not to show up anymore. So just remember, if suddenly you started to feel bad about yourself, it's not about yourself. Look around who make you feel that way, and you will find that person, I promise. And now please put like to this video, and see you in the next video. Bye.